Okay, I laugh and my face goes red.
It's the pink quilt behind you.
We blush.
Well, I'll sneak across.
Good morning. It's June 18th as Arlene slowly makes her way over here
Good morning.
with cords and such.
I gotta move the camera.
Yeah, she's too tall. Little shorty me is right smack dab in the center. So we hope you're having a good morning so far. It's pretty warm and humid out there, and we were both talking about on the way here, we heard that there's some weather possibly coming. So hopefully everyone stays cool and safe and enjoys their day.
That's better.
Welcome. We can see you.
Yes.
I was just saying about the weather.
Yeah, they're really calling for strong winds, and I just hope everyone property stays safe and they stay safe. I never like when there's strong winds. That's when trees go down and your patio furniture and all those things, right? So hopefully everyone's okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have lots of fun things going on today.
I'm excited about today's show.
Yeah, we have lots of things to show you. So that means we won't have show and tell because it's just the two of us. You probably figured that out already. And I guess we might as well dive in.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the classes.
All right. So I sent out an email yesterday about all the upcoming classes because, you know, when it's hot outside, you can come in our cool basement and learn something. So I have a whole list. Bear with me in case you didn't get the email. Where's the list? Okay, so we still have room in the kids' classes. And the 10 to 12 is running for sure. 7 to 9 is as well. But we'd always love a few more kids. It makes it more fun when you have a nice group. So you can still sign up July 8th to 11th for ages 7 to 9. August 5th to 8th for 10 to 12, and then 13 and up are August 19th to the 22nd. Okay?
So they're getting they're getting 5 fat quarters.
5 fat quarters.
And we'll have them ready to go, and they're making all these fun little projects with those 5 fat quarters.
All these projects will come out of those 5 fat quarters.
Yeah. So not a lot of prep work involved, choosing fabrics or anything like that. So
no, you just come, bring a lunch. There's going to be a break in between. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be good. And then a lot of you have been asking for a featherweight maintenance class, so we have another date. The first one filled up. The second date is Saturday, July 12th. And then we have the Crazy Curve sweatshirt class. I don't know if you remember last year, we had ladies taking apart a sweatshirt, just a regular crew sweatshirt, and then that gets turned into a jacket with a zipper. Mm-hmm. And then some fun embellishments on the outside. So that's with Fran. We still have room for that. It's a part 1 and part 2 class. And then we have a mini New York beauty with Louise. This is the second class. The first one is full. Wednesday, July 23rd. And so this also only takes like 5 fat quarters.
yes, and you're learning the paper piecing technique
For the curves. And then obviously you're going to be sewing curves. And then you can take off from that and make a quilt or whatever you want.
See if you like it before you start a big project and it sits there and collects dust because you haven't liked it. It's a good little sampler size.
That's a good one too, you know, if you've ever wanted to try New York Beauty, a little bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're still waiting on a sample, but we are going to do an applique class on this convenience cloth. This is a log cabin.
It's a cute little snowman. We will say that.
Yeah.
Cute little snowman appliqued onto this.
So as soon as we have that sample, we'll show you, but you can sign up for that already. That's with Darlene, and it's machine applique, just to be clear. And then we have something new that you can talk about. So this is one of the Chicago.
Yes. So
I'll hold
we
while you
found.
talk.
Okay. So we found these. You make a rug, and it's applique, but not like the precision applique. This is like more like thread painting applique. And it's a very thick, durable, like almost even more than decor weight, like a thick, durable fabric. And you're making a rug. And this is something we found in Chicago, and both Cynthia and I fell in love with this snowman. And so we thought the snowman was a good beginner one to get you started. So there is going to be classes on this. And then the option, after you take the snowman, we will be selling a sewing theme one for your sewing room, and it's got a sewing machine and the little notions and things like that.
So I'm sure there's a sample coming for that.
Probably, yeah. So this is another Chicago find that we were really excited about to bring to Cherished Pieces. And yeah, I can't wait to see everyone's rugs.
So it's like a quilt for your floor, and these are washable. Like,
Yes.
they're very durable. It's like a slub canvas.
Yeah. And you could put the Odie coat on and make it more waterproof and put it, you know, even your laundry room or something where there's more drips, or even outside if you had a covered porch or that sort of thing. But it is for indoor use, this one. But yeah, again, a very thick, durable fabric.
That should be something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after that is, oh, we forgot to turn off our fan. We have our next skills building class. So you might remember this. This is a gigantic queen size quilt. You won't see the whole thing, but you know, if you've taken the beginner class or if you just want to keep challenging yourself, this is a great one to do that with. This is a 7-week course, starts in September on Tuesdays. You just pick your background. We already have your colors picked out, like in a kit form. And so you would either pick like a navy, gray, black, white.
This one's navy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be hard to see, but it's navy.
And we had, I think, 4 or 5 do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
they're
turned out
beautiful.
really nice.
Yeah.
And then also in the fall, you can think about this. We're going to offer our beginner class again. Also a big quilt.
Yeah.
Where are we? So we just finished our summer or spring one yesterday. I guess I'm going to call it spring.
Yeah, so next week we'll post some pictures of their quilts. They may not have borders on them yet, but you'll get the idea of what a jelly roll can do for this quilt pattern.
So this is basically just a jelly roll and 4 yards of background, and then closer to the end you're going to be picking border and binding.
Yeah.
And so there are always things that we can help you pick out. Somebody was asking about the rugs. Yes, there is kits for them that would do the front and the back and all the colors that you see.
Yeah.
I think they're 110.
Yeah, the kits are 110, so we are making sure that we have enough to run classes with them. And then there's all the different colors. So, yeah.
And then also coming up is the Sashiko Sit and Stitch Club is going to resume meeting on Wednesdays, the first Wednesday of the month. First Wednesday is the 10th that they will be meeting. And then we also, last week, we showed an art journal that we were wondering if there was interest for. Rosie's going to be teaching that class on Friday, September 19th. And you can find all these on our website. And if you have any questions, of course, call us or email.
It's hard to believe that we're booking into September already for classes, but I don't want to wish summer away. But we have to think ahead, right?
Well,
so,
you have to book your calendar, so
yeah.
this might help.
Yeah.
And then you're going to show us something.
I'm going to do our other Chicago find that I was really, really excited about. I had the opportunity to walk around by myself for a little bit. And then the second day when Cynthia and I were back together, Cynthia, you have to see this. So, and she liked it just as well. So you may have seen my Facebook post of this little featherweight applique. And we made this one Canadian. This is for the month of July. There's one for every month. And I just thought they were so sweet and adorable. And the trick with these is that it's not the traditional applique where you're stitching around all those tiny pieces. The applique is done on a grid. So it's kind of quilt applique all at the same time. So I'm going to do a demo and show you step by step how easy this is. Beginner friendly for sure.
Well, I was thinking, don't tune out because you heard the word applique.
No,
you can do this. You can do this.
this.
Let's do a close up and then they can see what
Yes. So you may see the stitching, just the grid stitching. Now I used kind of a goldy beige color. And I will explain every step by step how to do this. So you could probably leave it down actually. So for starters,
okay, let's just move this for a second.
okay. For starters, you will get your pattern. So your pattern looks like this. So this is the month of August. So you will put it down. You don't have to use a light board, but we have these awesome light boards and it does make life a lot easier. So you put your pattern down And then you can see on, this is Heat and Bond Light. I think it's a favorite for ours. I know Cynthia likes Heat and Bond Light. So you just lay it on and you're tracing the pattern. So if you see here, I already traced some of it, and you just line it up, get your, grade school skills back, and you're tracing with a pencil.
No window.
Yeah, and then you just kind of move it around. Sometimes, like the sewing machine, you just have to kind of think that, oh yeah, the line would continue there because you're going to be layering. So you just sit and trace. Once your tracing is done, all your pieces, and this is all great scrap friendly. Like, you do not need a lot of fabric for this. Once your tracing is done, I kind of rough cut around. So these are gray, and I mark with a pencil gray just so I don't forget what color I need to do. So you take your scrap of gray, and I didn't get my iron heated up quick enough, but that's okay. And you would just lay the fusible on your gray on the wrong side. So for solid, you don't have to worry too much what's the right side and wrong side, but if there was a pattern, you would do on the wrong side, and you would fuse it down. Oh, wrong. I did a mistake already. You'll want to use an applique sheet like this, like a Teflon sheet of some sort. It keeps the adhesive from going onto your iron.
Yeah, because when you skip that step, like I did this week, you have to clean your iron.
You have to clean your iron.
You think you're going to be really careful? Yeah.
So you just press it down. It only takes a few seconds to fuse. And then you have like your paper on your fabric. Then you'll take your scissors and you'll cut out where you drew. So I'm going to pass that to Tammy, and she's going to cut while I can move on to the next step. So you take your piece of background. So this is the sewing machine. It's already cut out. You can see the paper is on it still. And you just peel the paper off. And sometimes it's a little tricky to start. You need a little bit of fingernails. So you can see that it's kind of shiny and almost a little rubbery. That's the adhesive part.
It's awesome.
So you would line this up wherever you want it. But now with this pattern, there is a little bit of layering. Like for this one, for instance, the flagpole is in front of the leaves. So you do have to look at the pattern and layer it in the correct order. Sometimes plants are sticking out or that sort of thing.
What am I cutting out for the machine?
Yes, you're cutting out the machine.
You know what? I miss these scissors.
Yeah, I get some good
I used to
cutting
have these
scissors.
and I lost them.
Oh.
I always think about them. Anyway.
You know you're a sewer when you think about scissors that you once lost. So you would just work it away and layer it out, peeling the paper.
Okay, that's always fun. You can always score it too.
Yes.
If you don't have nails.
Even just tear in the center of it somewhere. That sort of idea.
There's your little...
So I'd have to look at the pattern and figure out my layering, but that's what you do. So I'm not going to heat it yet in case I don't have it in the correct order, but that's where you would put your Teflon sheet down again, and you would heat again, and you would press it all the way. It only says like 5 or 6 seconds, so it doesn't take long for it to heat up and fuse. And once that's done, this will all be stuck down, and the next step normally would be stitching around, but not in this case.
Oh, no stitching.
So once you have this and you have everything fused down and all your colors cut out, you do your layering. So for the background, I just chose this fabric. So you would put it right side down. Then you'd put your little scrap piece of batting, which we all have lots of little pieces of batting that we're happy to use. And then you would put your sewing machine on top. And this is where the magic of television. Ta-da!
Wow, really quick.
This is where I've started the grid sewing. So I've got all my pieces fused. I've got it sandwiched. I did pin it a little bit, although with it being so small, you don't have to pin too much. And you start in the center and you just start stitching straight across.
Now, how far apart are you doing
You're
these?
doing about the width of your foot, but you don't want it perfect, precise. One time you'll go a little more, one time you'll go a little less.
Oh.
It's okay if there's a little wave to it. You want it imperfected.
Oh, I can do that.
Don't want it to be like a perfect grid, because then if there is a little mistake, you see it. If all of them are a little, a little different, it just looks, if you look at this one, they're not all square, and that's okay.
That actually, it makes it nice.
Yeah.
Funner.
Yeah.
Funner?
Funner.
Funner.
So you start in the middle, and I went down horizontally, and then I started back in the middle and went up horizontally, and then I started in the middle again to go vertically. Went to the one side, went to the other.
What? Whoa, are you saying like you didn't start here and then go up like this?
Well, yes, but I went in the middle. I didn't start on one end and
Oh,
go
okay,
this way.
gotcha. Oh, I
Start in the middle, go this way, back to the middle, go that way.
Okay.
That's what the instructions said, just to keep it from shifting and moving and getting wonky. So when you're done that, you trim up to the size that you desire. I did what they said on the pattern. And bind it, and you're done. And you have this sweet little wall hanging that is seasonal. We've got one for every month.
Well, we can look at them quickly.
Yes. So this one here is
June.
June. Yes.
So this is August. Oh, there's July. But I mean, we just showed you that. And that was June, one that she just did. This is May. One of my little favorites with the little birds. And of course, everyone's will look different because you're using your scraps. There's a little sheep, also fun. That's March. There's February. Now these patterns are each 12, but if you're going to get a bundle and you want all 12 of them, they are
120. You're saving the price of two pretty much. Yeah.
There's some fall ones. There's Halloween. Thanksgiving, and then I think we're back to July.
So we added the Canada flag into July, so you have the option of making it Canadian. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun. They're adorable. I will mention the heat and bond that we use. We do sell it on the bolt. It is only $3.25, and like 1 yard, you get a lot of these done in 1 yard. You wouldn't need a lot.
Oh,
and
no,
this is a great scrap buster. Like you can see, all the pieces are tiny. Dig from your stash and use what you have and have some fun with your colors.
So a finished size is 8 by 9.5 inches. Now I did see someone was asking about the light box. How much the light box is?
The light box, I will talk about that. So the light box is $179.99, and it does come with the cutting mat, so you could even cut right onto the light board. Yeah.
Now it isn't what do you call it?
Rechargeable. No, this one has to be plugged in.
It has to be plugged in. It's not wireless.
Wireless.
Not wireless.
Right, yes.
Whatever.
So this one stays plugged in. And it does make life a little easier. I mean, I was trying to do mine in the evening. It was hard to see. I put it up on a window. My arm got tired. Still hard to see. So honestly, a light box would have been so much easier for me, but I still made it work. But if you're really interested in applique, definitely a light box
yeah,
is the way to go. So,
okay. Well, that was a good, fun little demo. Got our thinking caps on. Now this came from Chicago as well, did it not?
It did, yeah. We've seen
well,
lots of Chicago things in. So we saw this. Everyone loves these cows right now. Cows are very popular. So we fell in love with this little felted wool kit. And then we did make up the sample. So there is embroidery floss in here to do it by hand. I did it mostly with my machine just for time.
There we go.
I did it mostly machine for time, but I did embellish it with the hand, some French knots and things like that. So just because it says you have to do it by hand, it's okay if you get your machine out and finish it the way that you're comfortable with and that you're happy with.
Well, I think if it's going to get your project done so you can enjoy it, isn't that more important than
more
stressing
important.
over technique?
Yeah, because some people with their hands, they don't like handwork. They don't want to sit there for hours. And there's no right or wrong. So just have fun with it. It's adorable. We were trying to decide if it was a boy or a girl because I always thought the bulls had the bells so you could hear them coming. Maybe
somebody can fill us in.
Because obviously it's girly because she's got flowers. But I thought the bulls had the the cowbells. So I could be wrong on that.
We're going to have to confirm with a farmer.
Yes, a farmer that has cows.
Well, there's that.
Maybe Angelique's watching. Fill us in. Do you put cows on, or bells on the heifers?
Or is that just a little fairy tale thing?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's totally... I'm pretty sure on my Opa's farm, though, the bull had a bell. Maybe... I'm really sure of it, because I could hear it clunking in my mind as he walked. Anyways.
Okay.
It's adorable. That's all that matters.
Okay. Now we also have in the store these little ouch pouches that we've just made up. So it's a little kit for $8.
Yeah.
It includes everything to make it.
And there's cute little polka dots inside.
So you can store your Band-Aids, your ointment, your bug bite stuff. You go camping or you're going to the beach.
Or just even pop it in your car so that you always have a little tiny first aid kit with you. Or, you know, girls in their backpacks or anything, right?
Yeah, so the little kit's $8, includes the fusible fleece, the zipper, instructions. Can't go wrong.
No. Fun little
Ouch pouch.
project. Ouch pouch.
Okay.
Okay.
Do this.
Sure. Yep.
So we also have rolls of batting that have come in that are available to you. We still have the Heirloom Blend, which is an 80-20. 120 inches by 30 yards is $475, and we have 3 of those available. We also have a Queen Wool roll that's 93 inches by 25 yards for $550. And then Comfort Cloud, which is another 80-20, 96 inches by 30 yards, which is $375. So if you need to stock up on some batting, there's some rolls available.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, shall we show some fabric? Everyone loves to see fabric. We'll start with the pre-cuts.
So this is Maywood, called Dark Stormy.
Dark and Stormy.
So there's a fat quarter bundle. How many fat quarters? 24.
They're really pretty.
So it is a little bit of a darker,
but with a blue traditional, like there is a hint of blues and greens in it.
There's a little bit of brown, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit. So the bundle is $147.99. There's also a jelly roll, $74.25.
And a layer cake for $74.25.
And then the little charm.
The charm pack is $21.50. This one I keep eyeing because I think it would make a fabulous jelly roll rug. I've never made a rug, and it's on my bucket list. And I look at this with all the dark colors, so it wouldn't show dirt as much. I'm like, ooh, that would be a nice rug.
Yeah, that would be. It would hide it very well.
But we do have coordinating fabric. Everybody loves the yardage, right?
So you can see a subtle print. Oh, the color's not quite. That's a little more blue.
Yeah, hopefully you'll have to come in and see it because the colors are not quite accurate on screen, but
this one is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But okay, that helped these.
It did.
This is still more blue. But you know, you get that dark feel.
A little bit more of a classic feel, this fabric line, I think. A little more traditional, right? I see a gorgeous log cabin in these.
I see like a dining room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me move some of these now. And you're starting to see the green. Kind of a gray green. So they are more muted colors.
But the florals are so pretty, though. There's another blue one. It's not really showing blue, but...
Yeah, you'll definitely have to come in and see.
And another little bit of blue.
Oh, I like that print on there. The little...
I think this one right here is my favorite.
Ooh.
So pretty. It's a very, very dark navy.
You know, we've been watching Anne of Green Gables again at my house. So this is like, so Anne. the tiny prints.
No puff sleeves, though.
No puff sleeves.
We're we're going. My sisters and my mom and I are going to see Anne live in Stratford this summer for a
Oh, that
girls'
would be
trip.
fun.
I'm really excited with that because we grew up watching Anne. We watched a lot of Anne, so, and read the books, but yeah. And there was a comment about my shirt. We are still selling the Canada shirts. We don't have too many sizes in stock, but if you have like 10-15 minutes to wait, we can quickly get the size you need. And then we still have our sewing ones. We stocked that up because they're going very well.
And if you know you're coming, you could always call ahead and request
say,
a size.
I need this size, and we're happy to have it ready for you. And we have some new designs coming for summer, so stay tuned.
So the fabrics we just showed you are $19 a yard. We forgot to mention that, and they are from Maywood. Mm-hmm. And then the little quilt behind us is a little baby kit, and these have been selling fast.
They were selling before we even had the sample done.
Yeah, sometimes when we're cutting at the table, they're already selling because people love the colors. So this is a little pink Irish chain baby kit. Finished size is 45 by 45, and then the kit is $45. So that includes all the fabrics for your top and your binding, and then you can pick your backing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So that's also, I think I've got that online.
All right. Well, I think that's our show for today.
I think we covered everything. I think today is VQ. They have their end of season potluck.
Yes. And next week we have our temperature club, and it's our halfway point.
We've made it to 6 months.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a way we can do a little reveal on a halfway point. Maybe there's some group pictures or something we can do.
Oh, that would be fun.
But we are in the works of something for next year to have a true reveal of all the quilts, because I know we're excited about them. We're excited to see all of the projects and how they're moving along and their colors. So,
well, I know that I'm behind. I think I heard you were behind.
I don't know that I've done anything in June yet.
But there's a few nights before next Wednesday.
I will get caught up.
It could all change.
Give me an hour. Give me an hour and I'll be there. So, but I am logging the temperatures. That's part of the challenge, is just logging them. Once you get down and sewing, it moves along pretty quick. But it's been so much fun. I've been really enjoying this temperature club. So.
Well, I think it's really helped keep everyone kind of, because now it's like, hey, where are you? And then if we're behind, then, we can encourage each other, or like, oh, what's not working? Or, we can inspire each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And just the motivation, right? Of keep going. So. And we're getting into some new colors now with these heat waves.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was thinking I got to make some new colors. But I know there's going to be a bunch of people heading out to Quilt Canada.
Yes.
Or are there already? Who knows? We're looking forward to going.
So if you're there Friday, you can look for Tami, myself, and Angelique walking around enjoying the day. So
I know that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever you're doing, hopefully you get to do something creative. Stay cool.
Yeah.
Come
Stay
visit
safe,
us.
and we'll see you soon.
All right. Have a great week.